We are Pia Orlean
and Cullen Baird Smith,
bringing wisdom from the stars through our Pleiadian friends, Laarkmaa. Hello, dear ones. We are Laarkmaa, and we're here because we love you and wish to support you on your evolutionary journey. You are probably feeling the dynamic tension all around you today. You may be feeling it interpersonally within your relationships, or you may be feeling it in the exterior world, particularly when you read things about what's going on in your third dimensional reality. But we remind you that dynamic tension is not a bad thing. Dynamic tension is there to help you grow. And the purpose of dynamic tension was demonstrated when the Christ Light and Mary Magdalene were a couple here on this planet. They came to help you understand how to better use duality, since you have misunderstood duality on this planet for so many thousands of years, and because you have aligned with principles of separation rather than principles of unity. So, in using dynamic tension correctly, you discern what is opposite, you notice what feels resonant with you and what does not, and then you open to receiving other perspectives and finding a harmonious balance, even if the polarities are opposite. That means you have to detach from feeling or thinking that you are right. And it also means you have to detach from feeling or thinking that someone else is wrong. In other words, allow everyone their own path and stand true to your own path, because your path is what you are working to achieve, higher and higher affiliation with light and love, higher and higher vibratory connection with us, your star family, higher and higher vibratory connection with each other, so that your interpersonal relationships improve. This requires that you completely work on dynamic tension as a source of growth, rather than just squirming because you feel it is uncomfortable, or you don't want to put up with it any longer, or you feel done with it all and want to walk away from it. All of these things are actually signals to you, and emotional signposts, so to speak, that you're having a trigger of something out of balance within yourself. You are here, and when you remember that you are here for a particular mission and purpose, then you can detach more easily from whatever it is that is upsetting or frustrating you. Whatever it may be, it will be in a pattern that you're tired of. It will be in a pattern that seems unfair to you. It will be in a pattern that shows you something's just not the way it should be. Well, that's true. There's a lot on this planet that is not the way it should be, to use the should in a positive way. However, that does not mean that you judge it. It means that you do as Mary Magdalene taught, accept every single experience as an experience to help you learn to move forward and do something different. Do it in a different way. It is, after all, just an experience. It is not true or untrue. It is an experience you are having in that moment. Truth is aligned with your cosmic knowing, your cosmic wisdom, your ability to see the greater picture. That's where truth lives. It does not live in the dynamic tension of polar opposite of views of separation. So you have a job to do to detach from things that are emotionally upsetting, and then examine yourself to see why it is that you yourself are so invested in feeling right or judging someone else for being wrong. Whatever they are doing on their path is their path. Whatever you are doing on your path is your path. Remember, we have told you about the golden trough of light, but the golden trough of light is a holding ground for those souls who do not wish to do the work of evolution while they are here on this planet, or they are doing it at a very low level and are not achieving what needs to be achieved for moving into your rainbow body form. These people will be held in the golden trough of light. Now, everyone who is looking and listening to this right now will understand that you are trying to move forward by listening to a higher perspective, something from the stars, something that resonates with your heart. Don't believe us. Trust in your own hearts, because the wisdom of Source already lives in your hearts. We remind you again that the divine feminine and divine masculine is in you as a balancing point for when you are experiencing the dynamic tension that is present today. Your third dimensional reality is full of dynamic tension, as the concept of the battle between light and dark continues to play out on your planet. Even though we tell you quite truly that the light has already won, there is still the invitation to the dark that needs to be given. You need to remember that you are inviting the dark back home into the light. That's part of your job. And the way to do that is by not reacting to the things that you see and hear, by distancing yourself with detachment and continuing to work for the highest good of all. When you do that, all of those elements that you perceive as dark, troubling, disruptive, harmful, dangerous, all of those elements lose their power and they begin to subside. Now, this is not something that's going to happen instantly, although it could if everyone decided at the same time to do their work, to actually do what you need to do, to detach and focus on doing the right, highest good for all in every single moment. Then you could have an instant shift. But that's not likely with the dynamic tension playing out the way it is on your planet right now. You are much more than you recognize that you are. With the divine feminine and the divine masculine more and more incorporating a remembrance of who you are, you will have three principles come to the forefront. There are things that we have spoken about many, many times, and that is love, justice, and loyalty to the truth. Loyalty to the truth reflects on what we said about the source of all wisdom already lives within your heart. It is there that you can remember everything that you need to know. Loyalty to the truth requires you to look beyond the third dimension happenings that are all around you. Look beyond the roles that you are playing in your relationships, your work, anything that you are doing in this particular realm of your experience. Look beyond that and ask, how is this playing into the larger picture of integration for me, so that I am integrating everything I need to know to awaken every cell in my body and every aspect of DNA that connects me to all other dimensions. Continuing to ask these questions keeps you aligned with your evolutionary purpose. So it's very important that you think of and remember love, justice, and loyalty to the truth. Are you doing your work? You have to do your work in order to be loyal to the truth. For the truth is, you are a higher being than whatever situation you may find yourself in that is unpleasant for you and does not resonate with who you are. You are required by your own soul to do the work you need to do to move forward and to be and claim all of who you are. This is why we always are empowering you to awaken, to remember who you are, to step into what it is you're supposed to do. If you need to learn to say no, learn to say no. If you need to learn to say yes, learn to say yes. This is a time on your planet of great evolutionary change, as you are aware. You are changing realities, and cosmic forces are here to help support your changing reality. You will be changing reality with every higher vibrational thought you choose. You're becoming more and more sensitive. Some of you are beginning to see the colors we've talked about for years, sparkle and luminescence, and new aspects of colors showing up. Things seem more vibrant. Some of you are hearing sounds from other dimensions. We call that bleed through because it's not just a third dimensional sound, and yet you can clearly hear another conversation. Some of you are experiencing others who you love and care for transitioning to visit you in the etheric astral realm as a dream, perhaps, or even sometimes in your waking state, you will see them and know that they are there. You cannot touch these astral light body forms, but the energy of the essence of the person is there with you, and you can feel the love and connection. And this is also increasing more and more. Boundaries are dissolving, and your sensitivities are showing a larger reality is entering into your sphere all the time, moment by moment by moment. All of these things are signposts of your own sensitivities that are increasing as well. So know that this is change on purpose. Your planet is on the path of ascending to the new earth. And people often ask us, how long is this going to take? And we will refer to our stance. There is no such thing as time. It can happen in a heartbeat if human choice bands together and decides to stop the misuse of duality and separation, and instead collectively choose the highest good of all. There are so many of your light brothers and sisters, your interstellar family, surrounding this planet at this time of change. You have more challenges that you go through, and you will continue to go through. But we ask you to remember the mission you carry, to bring the dynamic tension into a point of unity. So when every challenge arises, find a way to think of it differently than the ways you have reacted to it in the past, and trust that every step you take is moving you in the right direction. This is our message for today, and we trust that it is uplifting for you to know you have so much love surrounding you, and to give you some direction on your path to know what you must do next. Know that we love you and that all potentials are possible. Everything is possible, and human choice makes a tremendous difference. So choose wisely from your hearts, as guided by your divine spark of light, connected to the loyalty to the truth. We love you. Good always.
Check out our books, card deck, calendars, and articles at laarkmaa.com. This message was taken from one of our live calls. If you would like to join our future live calls, please join our email list at laarkmaa.com. That's LAARKMAA.com.